Hi, this is Ari Gottesman. I'm a senior at Ladue Horton Watkins High School, and today I'm going to be talking about technology in debate and how to use it well both in and out of round. So, the first thing is I would recommend always using Word. Word is just better than Google Docs or any other software for debate on any platform, uh, whether it be Windows, whether it be Macs, it doesn't really matter. Word is always going to be the best. Now, the next important thing is to get verbatim. So if you go to paperlessdebate.com, there's a pretty easy way to download verbatim. It's this thing on the very left. You can get it for either Windows or Mac. If you have a Windows computer, I would recommend it. Verbatim is generally better on Windows. It has many more capabilities, but it's still good to have on Mac too. And once you have it, you'll once you have it and install it, which is pretty easy, you'll get this extra debate tab. So you have all of the normal Word things that it always comes with, but we have this extra debate tab. And this is where you're going to want to be spending most of your time. So to start off, it comes with pretty nice things like a timer. So instead of having a physical timer, if you want, you can use this timer instead. It'll stay on your screen. It'll show the time. It'll have red flashes whenever you get to certain time markers, and then it'll give you a little pop-up when your time is up. It also helps you keep prep time that you can start and stop at any time, and it saves it. So the timer is pretty nice. Next, you can record it. Now, according to MSHA rules, I'm pretty sure that recording in round is not allowed, but recording your speeches and listening back to them can be useful for practicing, for practice rounds with other people. Now, the main uses of debate come right here, or of verbatim in debate. So these are mainly tools for card cutting, and they do a few different things. So I'm going to look over here to the cards that we have cut. Now, this is a case neg from this past year's debate topic, and the main things are up here. The paste will just copy and paste from whatever you have copied on your clipboard. The important thing, though, is that it'll copy it to the formatting of the Word doc, which means that you can basically just take any formatting and it'll try to fix it as best as possible. Condense will basically take any amount of text and put it all into one paragraph. And it's just nice to help cards be smaller and more concise. Pocket. It's what you see here. It's the biggest thing. If you go into your navigation window, it's the biggest heading. The next is hat. The next after that is blocks, which would be right here. And then after that is tags. Tags are the smallest one, and they're generally what you want to use when you're actually writing the tag of a card. After that is cite. Cite is like a tag in terms of font, but it won't actually show up in your headings, which means that you can navigate without having to have doubles for every single card. Underline, just underlines. Emphasis, underlines, and bolds. And there's also a setting you can change to make it box in addition. Highlighting. It'll highlight the section that you have selected, and you can change the highlight color to any of these. I think there's actually a way to do more, but for right now, you can just do any of these. And then clear will basically just clear all the formatting. So if I do this, it doesn't take out the highlighting, but it takes out the size changes. It'll make it all the same size, all the same font, and it'll take away any underlining or bolding. Again, highlighting is just exactly what it is, or what it sounds like. Shrinking will shrink any not underlined text in a paragraph. This is really nice because in a card, you generally, if something is not underlined, it means it's not that important, and so you kind of just don't want it to be too big or take up too much space. So those are most of the important things about technology and debate. The other few come with making documents. So verbatim comes with these really nice specific ways to do things for debate. You can make a new speech doc like this just by pressing the speech button. You can title it whatever you want, 2AC. It'll immediately prompt you to save it, and I'm not going to do this right now. But that way it's faster to put it on a flash drive or to email it after you have what you want on it. And then the really nice thing about this is you can press this button, choose doc, up here. So I'll say choose doc 5 because that's the new doc I just made. Now, let's say that I'm up against a mandatory minimums act and I want to run these solvency arguments. Instead of taking this, highlighting all of it, copying it, and pasting it over here. What I can do instead is press that button next to the one above the tab on the keyboard. It's the tilde button, and that should send it for me. And so you can do this by just, again, pressing choose doc, doing it, and then you can go to whatever you want. Do I want this specific card? I can send it. Do I want to go down to rehab? Okay. There we go. Do I want to go down to rehab and only use this one card? I can send it. And now you see all of these cards have just been sent over. I haven't had to copy or paste or tab over. It's just a lot faster and a lot cleaner to get everything set up on your document as fast as possible. And when you have a limited amount of prep time, doing the stuff quickly is really nice. It lets you spend more time working on the stuff you actually need to be thinking about. Now, the only other things that I can think of that are really important for debate, possibly, are in this menu, there's standardized highlighting. Um, so if this part of the document's highlighted yellow, and then the rest of it's highlighted blue, if I select blue, and then press standardized highlighting, all of the highlighting in the document will be turned to blue. Other than that, I think there's actually not too much. There are settings that you can play around with. If you press settings and then go to format, it'll change how some of these specific hotkeys work. But other than that, it's really pretty simple. It's just these main things that can help expedite your work and your formatting for cards, for documents, whatever you might be working on, and just make debate smoother and easier to deal with overall. So that's it. As long as you get verbatim and Word and you use the things that verbatim gives you, debate can really be a lot faster to work with, and it can make speeches, preparing them, saving them, and giving them a lot easier than they would be